Excellent. Well, we got Raymond here from Mara. Sorry, this is a Marathon Digital. So
yeah, that's right.
Mara is the ticker symbol. And we're going to tell you a little bit about what you guys got going on and your involvement with the Texas Blockchain Council. And
Yeah,
take it away.
Yeah, well, thank you, Chris. And, we are greatly appreciative of what you guys are doing at the Texas Blockchain Council. Your presence in Texas is really helping everybody out. It's definitely a win-win. And, we hope to support you as much as you can, and really, really grateful.
We've been really doing a great job. You guys have representation down at the legislature, communicating the benefits for the grid for Bitcoin miners and with the benefits that y'all bring to the grid.
Yeah.
And communities and...
Yeah, absolutely. We're really trying to promote more green energy build-outs, any type of energy producers that can build with a customer already there. And that's what, Bitcoin miners can do. Really happy to work in places like Midland and Odessa, King Mountain area, where we probably have one of the largest wind farms deployments behind the meter. So I think we're running about 7 exahashes now in Texas. So 7 million terahashes. That's
it's a long way away from when we were talking about, talking earlier about kilohash. Just a few more zeros.
Right, a few more zeros. But, it's great to work with the folks down there. Really good people. We have good training programs out there. Our partners in that area are operating with great efficiency. We're getting miners online left and right. So, thank you, everybody at Texas, for helping us out, and welcoming, being very welcoming. Yeah.
What do you guys do you said that on the renewable side? You guys do a bit on the renewable side. How many megawatts are you using? Where you're behind the meter, so is that energy that would not be used by the grid?
That's right. Yeah. So there's actually a negative price energy in West Texas, as you probably already know. A lot of the wind farms, the connection to the grid, sometimes they have to pay money to put that on the grid, so it's a negative price. We're just happy that it's a win-win solution for Marathon to be there, to be able to take some of that energy and use it for stranded energy in the right way. And we're producing jobs, using up the energy. Our partners over in the area are profitable. It helps others expand their green energy initiatives. So, Texas is growing, is is the largest place in America that's growing green energy at the moment, if not mistaken. So,
yeah. I think I heard Justin Ballard. He was talking on Energizing Bitcoin podcast. So we'll just shout out for that.
Yeah.
But I think the point, the grid at 73% was wind energy here in Texas. And so that's we're able to build that out, that the wind power with having on-demand fires.
And people who can curtail, in a minute's notice. So, we can shut down a lot faster than traditional manufacturing or even data centers are not allowed to shut down. So, but, Texas has played a huge part in our growth. So right now, we're working on getting to 23.3 exahash, which we'll hit this year.
And the next closest is, you told me this.
Yeah. Yeah, the next guy, I believe, is 16 exahash. So
who is that? Are you allowed to say their name?
I think it's a mix. Yeah,
it's a mix.
There's like two. Yeah, there's a 2 and a number 2 and 3 are
nobody
very close
worth
together.
mentioning. Nobody
No, we appreciate them helping out too. It makes us competitive. We want to be the best guy out there. So absolutely. Yeah.
Now, do you find that you guys collaborate on the mining side? Miners collaborate with each other. Even if you're publicly traded, sharing information back and forth. Is there what sort of collaboration do you see?
Yeah, absolutely. Well, thanks to you guys that are bringing us together.
I still have to slip you that 20.
Yeah. No, thanks, Chris. No, but I think that it's a win-win for everybody to be on the same side. There's actually so few of us, in terms of lobbying and, versus all the other industries out there. I just feel like we need to stick together. The way that we approach the energy companies together, I think it's a better strong front. And thanks to you guys once again. What you guys have been doing.
We gotta stay around because you guys are a part of the Executive Mining Council.
Yeah,
that's right. There. You guys would do a great job of helping fund us, and we appreciate that.
Yeah, I really appreciate that. Absolutely.
The miners, some of the bigger miners, just trying to get what are the initiatives that need to be pushed? Where do we need to? Where are the conversations that we need to happen? Where do you see on the education side? Where, if you could wave a magic wand in education in the marketplace, where would you say that that needs to be resolved.
Sure. I mean, and we all know, I think mainstream media has been a little bit incorrect on how they're presenting how Bitcoin mining is being used. I mean, obviously, there's a lot of stranded energy out there, and I think just recently, even the WEF, showed Bitcoin mining using offset flare gas.
I think they didn't show that it was Bitcoin mining, right?
But it was a Bitcoin miner.
It was a Bitcoin miner.
It was explained, yeah. But as
you know, data center,
right? Yeah, exactly. It's a data center, right? But we shouldn't discriminate what we're processing on data. But I think what we really need to do is just educate people that Bitcoin mining is a positive sum game in that we can take power anytime it's available. We can help fund new development of green energy, a lot of initiatives, and I really think it's the future of how energy will be balanced on a grid. So yeah.
So to summarize, from an education perspective, just understanding what it's being used for, how it's being used, and how what are the economics behind it.
Yeah, I mean, for example, once again with our West Texas facility. There's a lot of negative energy pricing. An energy company shouldn't have to pay money to put power on the grid.
They don't see a business very long.
Yeah, they don't. No, it's absolutely not the right incentive. So, for us to go in and help out, I think that's been great.
Absolutely. It gives more power to and then you see in the local communities, like you were saying, job wise.
Right. Yeah.
Put a lot of money into each of those facilities when you bring those online.
Absolutely, and the jobs that we create, probably one of the best paying jobs in the area. And a lot of the workers can go home to their families because a lot in West Texas, obviously there's quite a bit of oil jobs, but that requires them to be gone a couple weeks out of a month, right? And they need to be closer to the families. This allows to give them an opportunity besides that to be still closer to their families as well as, make a decent living. Yeah.
Now, in this bear market, there's the drawdown, this correction. Have you all been expanding? What's been your approach right now?
Absolutely. I mean, I think it's recent news that, we're one of the first to be in the Middle East. We're working with a very large sovereign wealth over there. And, the ability to test technology to run in the hottest environments has been a benefit to us. The challenge has just only made us stronger. And now we've learned how to run miners in the hottest place in the world. And it definitely applies to Texas when it gets really hot over here. But we're able to keep the hash rate up, operational efficiency, very good uptime, and also to keep our cost per Bitcoin certainly down and advantageous. Yeah, absolutely.
You look at it and you're like the hottest locations on Earth and then some of the coldest locations on Earth in Canada. And so you look at the spectrum, it's almost like you got a catalog. Okay, where am I putting this?
Yeah.
And here's my catalog of items that need to be, for this specific operation.
Sure. Yeah. 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 Absolutely.
That's great. Well, it's great having you guys out here. Is there anything we didn't touch on that you guys wanted to touch on? I mean, you guys do so much. I don't think people appreciate how much work you do outside of building the mining.
Yeah.
To help to pull in the community.
Right.
Pull in the community and to help either be that from the legislation side or the job side.
Sure.
Just how much effort you guys put into the whole package rather than just plug a Bitcoin mining machine. There's a lot that goes into getting everybody on the same page.
Sure. Yeah. I mean, Marathon really looking forward to advancing the use cases of Bitcoin, the whole tech stack. You could equate this to the early days of when undersea water cables and data centers were coming up online. Prior to, the .com, we're looking forward to seeing what's next, what Bitcoin will bring to the world, really. So, yeah.
Do you ever see, this is kind of random, we can end this here, or we can keep going. Last question, but do you see, if y'all were to expand from a data center's perspective, do you ever see incorporating data centers that are non-SHA-256, incorporating that into your business model, expanding that portion of the business model out?
Yeah, I mean, absolutely. There is some infrastructure that can be reused for HPC or, data centers at some point. I think the most important thing right now is to be able to set up a Bitcoin mining facility in order to help offset the cost for new power generation that's coming online. So kind of do that first, and then down the line, whether that power is being used for a new city or a data center or another project, I think that just helps down the line. So, could we go down to HPC data centers down the line? It's not unfathomable. The most important part is to have stable power out there first and have it generated. So,
that's the recurring thing that keeps popping up is just stable power. And if you live in an area where you have stable power, you take it for granted. Like, we turn on the lights, it works.
Right.
And so much of the world just does not have that.
Absolutely.
And even if you go further out, locations, even within the U.S., you go far enough out, there's only so much power that can be used for, cities. And
and it takes years to develop these things, and they need a paying customer immediately. So happy to help out and happy to grow the energy generation. We need more energy independence, in this country. So absolutely,
we love it. We love energy.
Texas, if anything,
and lower energy prices. There you go. I mean, you look at some of the other locations. You're talking about Kenya being, crazy pricing over there. I mean, even if you look at some locations, they're like, $40 $400 a megawatt for locations, and that's just something we don't. When you live in Texas, you're like, I'm like 14-cent power. Like, okay, I can work with that,
and sometimes it's even cheaper depending on the grid, right?
Right. Yeah. I mean, a lot of mine is like 4 cents, 5 cents. Get that, you get lower amounts, but it's really when your price is 6 times that, 5 times that you start looking at and you're like, oh my gosh, that's a house payment that's going out the door.
Which is why I love Texas, because of its market-driven demand, right? I mean, so if there's more demand for power, people will just build more power plants, right? More green energy. It'll self-balance itself out over time. So yeah.
Awesome. Well, thanks for stopping by. I really appreciate you coming by.
Thanks, Chris.
Being such a big part of the TBC.
Yeah,
we really
appreciate it.
that.
I appreciate you guys as well. Thank you.
Thanks.
All right.
Hey guys, thanks for watching. We had a great time here at Consensus. At the Texas Blockchain Council, we are striving to be the nexus between traditional industries, banking, finance, legal, energy, and the digital asset industry. So we want to help you get your brand in front of those kinds of companies with B2B opportunities. Reach out to us if that's of interest for membership or for sponsorship at the summit. Hope to see you there in November in Fort Worth. Thanks again. We look forward to seeing you at the summit.